economic environmental impact in these troubled times?
Excuse me?
Kidding.
You're so much fun. You know what? I think our interviews will last about 2 seconds.
I know. Whoa. It's such a heartwarmer. I cried 3 times during the course of it.
I don't believe you've ever cried in your life.
Welcome back to Film Gob, everyone. It's Shayker here, and before I start this video I just want to thank our patrons over at patreon.com. They are Dangerman1973, Jose M, Cult Film Videos, Stephen Bird and Derek Schultz. So if you want to join them in supporting us on a monthly basis, you can head over to patreon.com/filmgob. So let's start the news with Joker director Todd Phillips wants Warner Brothers to build a new DC Black division. It says it looks like the Joker director doesn't want his movie to be likened to anything in the DC Extended Universe and in the MCU. Right. Apparently the filmmaker suggested that Warner Brothers ought to start a DC Black division when he pitched the Joker standalone movie for the studio. Not only is the Joker without an official banner, but the film isn't officially connected to the DCEU. Empire has a new report on Phillips and his new project. According to the publication, the director pitched his idea for a solo Joker movie at the after party for War Dogs premiere, which was quite a while back, if you remember. During that time, the filmmaker has asked the studio to start a new division for DC. So here's a tweet from Johnny Sobczak. It says, Todd Phillips pitched Joker to WB executives at the after party of the War Dogs premiere. He suggested they begin a new division called DC Black, separating itself from the current crop of DC films. It was also a way of differentiating from Marvel. But I remember a couple of DC films that were already differentiating from Marvel a long time ago, and remember what the critics said about them. Phillips wants DC Black to be a label that separates itself from the films currently made in comic book movie franchises like the DCEU and MCU. The director suggests that DC Black be a division that gives filmmakers the creative freedom they need for their projects. So here's a quote from Todd Phillips. He says, let Joker be the first, then let's get effing great filmmakers to come in, instead of trying to live in the shadow of the beast, the MCU. Let's do something they can't. Phillips revealed in his interview, let's strip that all away, it'll be liberating. Creative freedom is something that DC desperately needs. So far, most of the DCEU's issues come from studio interference. Let's hope that Joker proves to the Warner Brothers that it can trust its filmmakers. Moving on, we've got Black Adam. The producer updates us on The Rock's DC superhero movie. So this is coming from Cinema Blend. Says, the DC universe seems to have straightened its path. Iconic characters like Shazam are being introduced to the growing world, while legends such as Wonder Woman and Aquaman are working on anticipated sequels. Batman even has changed the face that wears the cowl. But that doesn't mean that new stories can't be weaved into the existing DC collective. One such project has been on the back burner at DC for some time is Black Adam, a movie that has had The Rock attached in the lead role for years. Black Adam, the character, has a connection to Shazam, so rolling him out soon makes sense, and it now seems like plans for that movie are moving forward. So Cinema Blend caught up with Hiram Garcia, the producer of Hobbs & Shaw and the Black Adam movie. Hiram Garcia said, Jean Collette, the director, is a real talent. He is one of my favourite directors I've ever worked with. Not only is he talented, he's an unbelievable collaborator, he's an amazing visionary, and what we have in store with Black Adam. And for the fans, I am so excited inside. I take pride as being a fanboy. I started as a fanboy before I became a producer, so I hold on to that DNA. His vision for what we want to do with Black Adam is fantastic. So that deal's almost closed. He's ready to go, and I think the fans are going to be really happy. Meanwhile, Zachary Levi sees the crossover with Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam will happen in Shazam 3. That's a long way away. I can say that as far as I know, Black Adam is not going to be in the second Shazam film, because the idea is that they want to go and do a standalone Black Adam movie first, and then it would kind of be, if we do a third Shazam and a second Black Adam kind of parallel like that, that's where we would meet. Okay. According to Levi, the franchise would peak if a crossover happened prematurely. because he's like the ultimate bad guy for Captain Marvel.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or is that a...
Like Shazam and Black Adam, they're doppelgangers, the evil twin to who I am, so that's going to be like the final battle, Levi said. So looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Shazam and Black Adam to meet, to battle, but could it be worth the wait? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What's this? James Gunn. Yeah, his Suicide Squad movie is expected to film in Georgia. A source told HN Entertainment the primary shooting location for James Gunn's film will be Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayetteville, Georgia. Pinewood is where principal photography for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 took place, and where it's expected to be for Volume 3, with production reportedly ready to commence after Suicide Squad wraps. So looks like James Gunn is quite happy with that location. Does that mean Suicide Squad is going to look very Guardians-esque? The squad should set up shop there sometime in September. It has a release date of August 26, 2021. Stars Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, Joel Kinnaman, and much of the same cast as before, with additions like Idris Elba, Daniela Melchior, David Dastmalchian, and possibly Storm Reid and wrestler John Cena. Yes folks, expect to see some Suicide Squad announcements over the next couple of months when filming begins, whether you like it or not. Here's something I found quite interesting. John Carpenter, the horror master, he is going to write, or co-write, the Joker Year of the Villain comic book special. Yes, John Carpenter is writing a comic book for DC, how about that? Let's see what it says here at HalloweenDailyNews.com. It says John Carpenter will take on one of the greatest icons in the comic book history, as the legendary filmmaker will write DC's upcoming The Joker Year of the Villain special. It says he'll write the 40-page comic book with frequent collaborator Anthony Birch as co-writer and artists Philip Tan and Mark Deering. The book will centre on the Joker trying to be a bigger villain than all the other villains given the offer by Lex Luthor. Now there's a synopsis there. If you want to read that, you can. So Carpenter said, "The Joker is the greatest villain in comics. I'm proud to be reunited with Anthony on this project." They've already collaborated on Big Trouble in Little China, Old Man Jack. I didn't know anything about that. I'll need to check that out. And The Joker Year of the Villain issue number 1 will arrive in comic book stores fittingly on October 2nd. And finally we have Ray Fisher announcing his Twitch channel. Yeah, he's going to be a gamer on Twitch. It says, follow your old boy Ray Fisher, also known as Infinite Poseidon, on Twitch to watch him play, slay, and give encouragement for your day. That's rhymes. That's pretty good. I think Shorty would be very happy with that. So let's click on the channel. So I will follow him, but he needs to fix his banner. Cuts off at the N. Can't see the letter N, so he needs to fix his banner there. So yeah, I think by the end of the month he will have his first live stream, so I'll definitely check that out. I'm actually thinking of myself of going over to Twitch for live streaming. Let me know if you have a Twitch account. Follow me there. Maybe some gameplay, maybe some live chats from now on, because YouTube is not made for live chats. I would prefer to live stream on a platform that is made for live streaming. So let me know what you think about all that. Click that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Why not check out these other videos that are on screen at the moment? But until next time, I'm Shayker, and I will catch you later.